Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is my vinyl inbox number 74 where I show some new records. I haven't got any second hand ones this time, and the majority of them, not all but the majority, are glam rock, and a lot of them are just for the collection, like collector's items. So we'll get going with this. So first up is a single, and I said in the last inbox that I would be showing this, and it's TRex, the picture disc of Truck on Tyke, with the brilliant B-side sitting here. Is a fantastic acoustic number. Didn't get on any album, well neither did Truck On actually, it was a standalone single as well, but I think it's a really good song. It's one of those singles from his period, from Ride a White Swan up to Teenage Dream, where I think he could do no wrong, and I include Truck On Tyke in that. And talking of Truck On, I'm going to tell you to truck off now, because this just came through this week, and this is the Truck Off rehearsals, and this is a reissue of a CD which actually came out in the early 2000s, which I have already, and with a completely different cover. And the guy, Les Clark, that actually designed this cover, sent me an email saying that this was coming out, and I thought great, because I've always wanted this on vinyl. Now basically what this is, it is rehearsals for the shows he did in January 1974. So you get a really raunchy version of Born to Boogie, you get Chariot Chuggle, Buick McKean, Chariot Chuggle again, Get It On, Metal Guru, and George Harrison's I Want to Tell You. Now this is really raw, as you'll get. Mistakes all over the place, but it is really good fun, and I think it's brilliant. I've always loved it, and it's on a nice yellow vinyl. One thing I will say is that the back of it is actually like a sort of a silhouette type picture of the front, which I would actually prefer it to have been that there, which is the rest of the band. So that's Jack Green and Mickey Finn and the drummer. I'm not too sure, is it Davy Lutton or whoever, and with Mark and Steve Curry on the front cover. So I would have liked the back cover to have been the same as the label, but still very good album, and delighted to have it on vinyl. Okay, next up is David Bowie, and it's the half-speed remaster of Pin-Ups, which I said I was never going to get, but I thought why not, I've got all the other ones, and there's not a lot to this. It's just an ordinary standard version. There is actually, if you see it, it's very difficult to see because it works so well, there is the obi down there, which I'm not going to take out, and it's just your normal black vinyl on the replica RCA Bowie label, and it sounds good. It is in a polyline sleeve, thank goodness, and you do get the inner, which you got with the original LP as well, which gives you the lyrics to Where Have All the Good Times Gone. But I love this LP, you know, God knows how many copies of it I've got now. But normally with these half-speed remasters there's a picture disc release. This time there wasn't, because they released the Pin-Ups picture disc about 4 record store days ago, which I already have. The next one coming out is at the end of April, and it's Diamond Dogs, so I've already placed the pre-order for that. Well, I have to, it's my favourite album of all time. So David Bowie, Pin-Ups. Okay, Slade. Now I was watching one of the live streams, it was either Ian's or Simon's, and Mike Vinyl Spiral showed this. He bought this in a record fair. I thought, I wonder how much that actually is, and I went on to Amazon, and it was a decent price. So I bought the 7-inch box set of the Slade singles. Now what you have are the singles for, with the original B-sides, Cause I Love You, Take Me Back Home, Mama We're All Crazy Now, Goodbye to Jane, Come On Feel the Noise, Squeeze Me Please Me, My Friend Stan, Every Day, Far Away, and Night Starvation. And they come in really sort of good heavy stock sleeves. They're all on black vinyl. Now I do have a beef with this set, so I do, and I'll come to that. But the first one is Cause I Love You. Now I've got a version of this, I'm not too sure what country it's from, Portugal or Spain or whatever, so I do have that sleeve already. Take Me Back Home, I don't have that sleeve, and it's a pretty good sleeve. Some great B-sides in these as well. Mama We're All Crazy Now with Man Who Speaks Evil, or yeah, Man Who Speaks Evil, I was going to say No Evil there. I have got this as well. Goodbye to Jane, my favourite Slade single of all time, absolutely brilliant with I Won't Let It Happen Again from the Slade album. Come On Feel the Noise with a different sleeve to mine, which is great, and it's got I'm Me, I'm Now and That's All as the B-side. It's really difficult to actually read these because they're spelt badly. Now here is my beef, and it is Squeeze Me Please Me. Looks great, fantastic, but the version of this is actually the Slade's version, which is a longer version to the single version, and you can't get the single version anywhere on any comp. They always use the Slade's version, which is about 4 minutes 40, and the original single, which got to number 1 straight in, at number 1 actually in 1973, is about 3.5 minutes. And to be honest with you, the single version is better, because although it's a good song, it's not good enough to last 4 minutes 40. It's the weakest, I think, of their really big hits, and I would have loved this to have been the original single, but it's the first thing I did when I got it. I played it, timed it, and it was 4 minutes 40, so slightly disappointed in that, but I'm sure possibly it will get released sometime. Then you have My Friend Stan and My Town, which were 2 new tracks before Old New Board and Blue came out. Both feature on that album. Every Day and Good Time Gals, also both from Old New Board and Blue. Far Far Away and OK Yesterday Was Yesterday with a completely different sleeve, which is great as well. They seem to use a lot of these sort of standard backs. And then the sort of the prize is this one here, which is Night Starvation with When I'm Dancing I Ain't Fighting. Now, When I'm Dancing I Ain't Fighting, the live version brought them back into the charts in 1980. These 2 songs were released actually as part of a 6-track EP with the same cover as this, but I think Night Starvation was originally planned to be a single but never came out, just came part of that EP. So it's good to have that in 7-inch single. But I love the set. It's just the Squeeze Me Please Me edit or non-edit annoys me slightly. So Slade and Feel the Noise, the singles box. And staying with Slade, and we have this live album from early 1975, and it's live at the Victoria, or at the New Victoria. What a track list. It's got Them Kind of Monkeys Can't Swing, The Bangin' Man, Goodbye to Jane, Far Far Away, Thanks for the Memory, How Does It Feel, Just a Little Bit, don't know why they did that, but it's there. Every Day, OK Yesterday Was Yesterday, Raining in My Champagne, an absolutely brilliant B-side, Let the Good Times Roll, and Mama We're All Crazy Now, and a really nice inner. Now I have a beef for this one as well. The cover of that is not early 1975, the cover of that is 1973, and you know by Dave's hair, because his hair is actually quite long. By the end of 74 it was cut down almost like a girly bob, and Dawn's hair wasn't like that either in early 75. But it's just a minor beef, but still I would have liked to always like these to be representative of the time. But still, it's a really good album, and I'll show you. It's on a lovely splatter vinyl. It's a double album, and it's on the blue and white. I think the other one's the same, or it's a very slight variation. Whenever you see those clear sleeves, it's me that's put them into them, because they're normally on sort of plain white non-polyline sleeves. So it's a really good album, good to have, and I think this concert is actually on YouTube in black and white. I think it's the same one, but delighted to have it, and it's live at the New Victoria. And also from Slade, from 1981, we have Till Death Do Us Part. It's just a standard reissue. There's no inner, but again, it's on a fantastic splatter vinyl, black and white splatter, which I think is so effective looking. This is actually quite a heavy album, and it's possibly their best album of the 80s. I think it actually is, with the brilliant singles Ruby Red, Lock Up Your Daughters, and Knuckle Sandwich Nancy. And then you get the status quo like Let the Rock Roll, Out of Control. It's a really good album. So Slade, Till Death Do Us Part finally gets another vinyl release. And then Slade again, and it's actually the next studio album from 1983, and it's The Amazing Kamikaze Syndrome. And this is the one with the first single actually was C'est La Vie, when it came out in late 82. but My Oh My was a huge hit, #2, and then in '84 they released an edited version of Run Run Away. I was never that keen on this album until recently, and I played it in the car and I had to really crank it up. It's so good. It's heavy as well, like Ready to Explode is great fun, Slam the Hammer Down is great fun. In the Doghouse is pretty good as well, Cocky Rock Boys, it's all good fun, really enjoyable. And you get a little bit more with this one because it did originally come with an inner sleeve and it's reproduced with the lyrics. Probably because they were having hits, but they give it an inner sleeve, and then this time it's RCA mock label and it's like an orange splatter vinyl. So it's BMG in this, but that's the RCA label that sort of came out on at the time. So great to have that, and I've got all so far of the splatter vinyls displayed, and there's a couple more to get. I haven't showed the first album, Beginnings. I'll do that in the next inbox. Okay, so that's mostly the glam. Now ABBA, of course, and Ring Ring, and this is the half-speed master on 2x45 LPs, and it's the lyrics in the middle, and you do get really nice pictures of the band, and this sounds so good, and it's on the Polar label, and I love these, I really do. Waterloo, I've already ordered it, it's coming out next month actually, so I'm so looking forward to that. The normal spiel and then another great picture. Sounds great, and a very, very underrated album. Ring Ring, fantastic. Another Town, Another Train is fantastic as well. Nina Pretty Ballerina, Love Isn't Easy but It Sure Is Hard Enough, He Is Your Brother. Even Disillusion, the one that was written by Agneta, is a great song. And you do get, of course, the Obi strip, which just gives you all the information. It's more or less the same. This record was cut using a specialist technique known as half-speed mastering. Blah 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 blah. So Ring Ring, fantastic. And also ABBA, one that I really wanted to pick up, and this I never bought because it was too dear, but it's come down so much in price. Double album, and it is ABBA Oro. Now it's the same as Gold basically, except, well, the track listing is different, but it's all in Spanish, and the whole cover is more or less mirroring ABBA Gold. It's not in a gatefold, which is a shame, but you do get nice pictures of the group. Now I do prefer the English versions, obviously, because I'm an English speaker, but there's one song I actually nearly prefer in Spanish, and that is Al-Andar, which is the Spanish version of Move On. This is also on the Polar label, I believe. Just checking. Yeah, Polar. But the thing about the Move On in English is that Bjorn does like a little speaking part at the start, which I've never liked. That is completely gone now for the Spanish version, and the girls just come in and sing it in Spanish. So I would love it actually in English, but it is really good. I do have the Gracias por la Música album, but there's more tracks on this, and I always fancied it. So ABBA Oro. Okay, and next up is an album I always wanted on vinyl. I had it on CD, and you know I'm a big fan of Shania Twain, and the Greatest Hits album came out on double album, and I thought, I'm having that. Now it's not exactly the same as the CD, because 2 extra tracks are put on this, because she's released 2 albums since this actually came out on CD. So from Shania Now there's Life's About to Get Good, and then from Queen of Me there's Giddy Up. But this is really, really good. The best of Shania Twain. You could not like this, and she was so successful. So you have tracks like Forever and For Always, I'm Gonna Get You Good, Up, Ka-Ching, Come On Over Man, I Feel Like a Woman, That Don't Impress Me Much, From This Moment On, Honey I'm Home, You're Still the One, Don't Be Stupid, Love Gets You Every Time, etc. Any Man of Mine. It sort of goes back in time, apart from the last 2 tracks, which are from her most recent album, and really nice inner sleeves as well. And this is on just your normal standard black vinyl with a custom label, which is very, very nice. As I say, it's a double album. I'll get the other one out here. More or less the same format for the first album as well, and again black vinyl with the same custom label. So Shania Twain, Greatest Hits. I think it's a fantastic album. And the last album I'm going to show is the Fizz and Everything Under the Sun. And the reason I bought this is, one, I'm a Bucks Fizz fan, but two, Stephen Schnee has said how good this is, and I listened to him and he is right. And there's another channel, Puck and Rob, that did a Bucks Fizz ranking, and he put this really highly. So I thought I'll go for it. It's a decent price. Unfortunately there's not a lot to it. You get just no lyrics or anything. It's just a plain white sleeve, well it's poly-lined at least, with a custom red label. But this is Bucks Fizz without Bobby G. The original three members are there, and it is so good. It's really, really catchy, and they even do a version of Paul McCartney's This One, and they do it really well. So I thought, why not? I get it, I played it, and I was so impressed. So the Fizz, Everything Under the Sun, is my last one for today. Okay, quite a few bought, but it's over a period of time of about 3 months or so. I hope you enjoyed that, and that's me for now. All the best now. Bye bye.